So back at the break, we're going to start bending up our tray or our box. We start from the outside and work our way in. So that means the first thing I'm going to bend are the 4 hems. And as you recall, hopefully, the hems are bent all the way. So I'm going to line that up, clamp it, bend it as far as it'll go. We're going to do that 3 more times, 4 times in total. And you want to take your time and get your lines lined up with the edge of the brake, fingers. Otherwise, your tray is going to come out a little crooked. Corners might not quite line up. All right. So I've bent them all, but they're not done. We still have to smash these flat. So I'm going to lock the fingers down, set that on here, and now this time we're not making a seam, we're making a hem, so this is going to get smashed again as far as it'll go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Hems are done. Next step would be the sides and the tabs. This is important. Whatever side you drew the tabs on, so I've got my tabs right here, this is the line we bend first. So I'm going to bend the tab, the side, and the tab up. I'm going to bend all 3 of those right now. Don't bend it this way or you're going to have to unbend it to fix your tabs to be able to bend those. So I'm going to go this way because that's the way I put my tabs on. If I put my tabs over here instead, then I would bend this line because this tab and that side would all be the same. So this time, how far am I going to bend it? Not all the way. I'm going to bend it up to about 90 degrees. And remember, you can check it. We've got a 90-degree corner here, also on the back over here. You can set that on. Ooh, looks like I got it perfect. That doesn't happen very often. So if I bend it, and if I bend it too far, remember we can clamp it back in here and very carefully we can just pull it back just a little bit to make it 90. If we bend it not enough, well, that's easy. We just clamp it back in there and bend it a little more like we normally would. So I'm checking that one for 90 again. Looks great. All right. So I have 1 bend left. Well, 2 bends, but it's the same thing just on different sides. I'm going to bend this up, but I have a couple of problems. First off, these tabs, if I try and put this in here, I can't clamp because the tabs are sticking up. This should be 6 inches. This is a 6-inch finger. So if I take some of the fingers off, this should just barely fit there. So I'm going to use my 1/2-inch wrench. 1/2-inch wrench again is over in locker number 3. I'm going to leave that one on actually. I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to loosen these. And I'm going to set that down in the tray right there. So now I could bend. So it should, if I did it right, it's just barely going to fit. So I could clamp this, but we've got another problem. Let me show you what I mean. So if I get that all lined up, when I start bending, that's as far as it'll go because the tab is going to crash into the side. They match. So we got to pop those over. So don't do what I just did. You're going to do this, okay? Over in locker number 3 again, you can find a pair of pliers. we're going to grab the pliers and we're going to bend the tabs out just a little bit, like that, so they can slip past. I can still fix this. That's pretty easy. I just tweak them so they'll slide past on the outside. Now I can go back in here and bend it. The other thing you need to watch out for, this side right here has a hem, and that hem is thicker, so that hem can snag on the finger right here. Looks like mine slid past. If it does snag, you could just push on it just like that, and it should pop them right over, and we can bend it up. Hopefully you can see I can't bend this one all the way to 90. It's close right now, and right now it's starting to push the tabs open. That's about as far as I can go, because this part under here is hitting. So if I keep going, it's going to put a big old dent across the back right here, and it's going to crumple this over here on both sides like a pop can. We don't want crumpled pop can. So that's about as far as you'll be able to get it. You can see it's still open a little bit. That's okay. We'll show you how to fix that. Same thing on this side. Clamp right there. And my hems slipped past on the finger, so we're okay there. And I'm just pushing on it just a little bit. I'm watching. I think that's as far as I want to risk going so I don't get the dent. And you can actually see, so there's the start of the dent right there. If you look, you can kind of see a line all the way across, but it's very shallow. So you can't push too hard when it stops. All right? So we've got that all bent up. Now, if you did your tabs the other way, this last one will be the 3-inch finger. So you're going to have to move one of these. We would take this guy off right here, and we could put the box in this way and bend it up that way if you put your tabs the other direction. Okay? So you also notice if I squeeze that, they kind of fit together a little better. Let's show you how to finish it up.